Hello, this is GeometricGeek, and what we'll be doing today in this tutorial is we'll be using Gmax to model a map. I'm using Chimp version 1.6 exporter to export a map, and then using HEK, which includes Sapien and Guerrilla, which is what we'll be using, to populate and create our scenario. And hopefully when we're finished this tutorial, you'll be able to play your map in Halo CE. So, get started, locate your Halo CE root directory. Then go to Data, Levels, and we're going to create a new folder here. I'm going to name this Beginner. Create another folder, name this Models. Another one, named Bitmaps. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and we can start up Gmax. Okay, now get started. Your toolbar probably looks like this, so just drag it out like that so that it looks the same as mine, so it's a little easier for you to follow along. So now to get started, under the object type, click box, and inside of the window just create a box, and then we're going to name this skybox, and you can have it any color you want, but I'm just going to give it a green color so you can see it easier. And for length, we're going to give it 6,000, width 6,000, and for height 2,000. And you won't be able to see your map right now, so just click the little icon down here, right here, to zoom out on your map. And now we're going to create another box, and this is going to be our frame, which is where we're going to link our map to. It could be any color or size, just as long as you name it frame. Okay, so now select your map, right click your map, convert to Convert Editable Mesh. Click Element and left click your map, and under Surface Properties click Flip. So let's just flip our box inside out. So now rotate to this position, go to the select button up here, and click Polygon, and just select everything but the bottom of your box. So select those, give this a material ID of 1, clear all smoothing groups. Now we want to select the bottom of our map, give this material ID of 2, clear all smoothing groups. Now we're going to add some detail to our map, so go up to Tessellate and change this to 0, and click Tessellate 4 times. And you can see that it just multiplied our faces, so you can see that by clicking F4. And you should now have 512 faces selected if you do that correctly. Okay, so now with that done, we're going to go under Selection, go to Vertex, and by holding Control, just select all of these vertices. So just hold Control and drag boxes, or just click on them, and hit T to go back to top. Go to Top View. It's T on your keyboard. And now we're going to select all of the outside vertices that are lining the outside of your map. Now hit P to go back to Perspective View. And go up to the Select and Move button up here. And we're going to move this up by using the blue arrow till it says 800 right down here. So I'll just move that up to about there. Now we're going to deselect that just by clicking F for map. And now by holding Control again, just select all of these top vertices. So just hold Control and drag a box over them, and then click under Selection, click Hide. So let's just hide them. Now we're going to hit T to go back to Top View. Zoom out on your map. And now we're going to add make our slanted walls that we created, make them look a little bit more natural and nice looking. So just select these vertices right here from about 3 apart, or how far apart you want them. So now with that done, hit P to back to Perspective View. Zoom in on your map, hit the Select and Move button, use the blue arrow to move these up to about there or so. Deselect these by clicking off your map. Then hit T on your keyboard to go back to top view. And now select some more. Now, this is a very tedious part of map making, but it's a necessary step to making the map look nicer and more natural looking. So hit P to back to perspective view. Zoom on your map. I use the blue arrow to move these up to about the same height, but a little bit different, so that we have a little bit of variation in it. So deselect these, hit T to back to top view, zoom on your map. Now we're going to select some more. Hit P to back to perspective view when you have all that done. Zoom on your map and just move these up to about the same height again, but a little bit different once again. Deselect those by clicking off your map, hit T to back to top view. And now select these. And when you got that, hit P to back to perspective view. Zoom on your map. Now move these up. A little different. Now deselect these ones. And if you click F4 again, you can see it a little bit better. As you can see, now we have a little bit more detail on our walls. So I'm just going to hit F4 to bring that back up. Now we're going to hit the select and move button up here and select any verticity about in the middle of your map. So I select the middle one, then click the plus sign beside soft selection, and click use soft selection. And for fall off, we're going to give it 1000. Pinch, we're going to get it -0.22. And for bubble, we're going to give it -0.2. Or no, for pinch, we're just going to give it -0.2. There. Now, just by holding Control and selecting the areas, just select areas around your map that you want to add some hills to. And that's what we're doing right here. So just use the blue arrow to move those up. Now select some more. You can move these however you want them, but I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, so now we have some hills added around the map. You can see them better by clicking F4 again. And you're probably thinking they're looking a little bit squarish and not very real looking, so we're going to change that. So under selection, go to polygon view. Then material, click select by ID. Change that to 2. Click OK. Under smoothing groups, we're going to select 2. So as you can see, we have a nice smooth ground and walls now. Looks a lot nicer. So now just click off your map to deselect the ground. And now we're going to add some textures to our map. So go up to Gmax Material Editor. Do that by clicking that up there, or by hitting M on your keyboard. So go to New, and select Multi-Material, click OK. Now for material number 1, just click that. And this is going to be for our sky, so just click this, and select a nice sky color. And this isn't going to be what our actual sky looks like, but we have to do this since where our sky is going to be, Guerrilla has to recognize it so as plus sky. So give it a name of plus sky, and we just give it a blue color just so that while we're doing this, we know that it's the sky. Then hit the checker box, go to parent. Now material number 2, select that, and instead of clicking this, we're going to click the little box beside it, beside diffuse. So select that, and click bitmap. And locate your Halo Custom Edition root directory. Go to Data, Levels, Test, Tutorial, Bitmaps, and we're going to use example tutorial ground. So first copy the name, open this. Now we're going to paste the name right here. Hit checker box, go to parent. I'm going to paste the name here again. Checker box, go to parent. Now we're going to add this to our map by just clicking the image and dragging it onto our, dragging it onto our map. So I just select the image and drag it on. Now your ground's going to look green, but mine looks white just how I have it set up, so don't worry if yours doesn't look white. So just close your material editor, and then modify. We're going to now make our actual ground look like the way we want it to, like the bitmap you saw when we were selecting it. So under material, hit select by ID, click OK, make sure it's 2. So now our ground's selected. Then I go up to modifier list, select UVW map. So now we have a nice ground. And we're under mapping, we're just going to change this to box. Okay, so that's pretty much it for modeling. So now what we're going to do is we're going to link our map to our frame. So select your map, and click this up here, which is the select and link button, and just drag a line from your map to your frame. And if you did this correctly, if you click select object and select by name, and then display subtree, skybox should be indented underneath the frame. If it isn't, then you did that incorrectly. So that's done properly. Okay, so now we're going to export our map with Chimp. So go up to Utilities, the little red hammer right here. Click Max Script, Run Script, and locate wherever you downloaded Chimp to. So open up that, and go to Chimp. Open up Chimp, and then under Utilities, select Chimp. Change this to Listener window. Make sure Write Debug Info is checked off. And then click Export Halo Structure, and just wait for that to finish. Okay, with that finished, now we're going to locate wherever you downloaded Chimp to again, just inside of a regular Windows Explorer. And then open up that, then go to Grab Listener, and double click Grab Listener. And now we're going to locate our Halo C root directory. I'm just going to use a shortcut here. Go to Data, Levels, Beginner, Models, and save this as beginner.jms. Make sure you have the JMS, by the way. So then save that. Close this. Now we're just going to save our Gmax models, just in case you ever want to edit it again. So then go to File, Save As, locate your Halo C root directory, go to Data, Levels, Beginner, Models, and save here as Beginner. So save that, and close Gmax. Now we're just going to copy our bitmaps that we used into our bitmaps folder. So locate your Halo C root directory, then go to Data, Levels, Test, Tutorial, Bitmaps, and just copy example tutorial ground, since that's what we used as our ground. Go back to Beginner, and go to Bitmaps, and just paste that there. Okay, so now close that. Now we're going to run Tool, and if you haven't set that up, you can do so by find a tutorial on how to do so at www.halomaps.org. Okay, so in Tool, we're going to type in Tool space bitmaps space levels /beginner /bitmaps. Click Enter. Okay, so now you're going to notice it's going to say warning, bitmap with greater than 1-bit alpha being compressed as DXT1. It's no problem, it happens every time. So now we're going to open up Guerrilla. Go to File, Open, and it should be open up to your tags in Halo Custom Edition. So then go to Levels, Beginner, Bitmaps, and open up example tutorial ground.bitmap. So open up that. Then under Format, I'm going to change this to compressed with explicit alpha. So click that. Save it. Now in Tool, hit the up arrow key to bring back what we previously typed in, and click Enter. And as you can see, we do not get that warning anymore. So that's good. So minimize